better. I know YouTube is wonky sometimes at giving you guys notifications as to when I'm live. So if you are not currently subscribed, if you're subscribed to the channel, you still have to put the notification bell on. So I'm just gonna wait a moment and we are going to start our live broadcast. Happy Monday, you guys. And if you are just joining for the first time, my name is Christine Hronik. I am the owner and founder of Gauge Girl Training, an online meal planning and coaching service. I'm a food scientist and chemical engineer by training. And in today's live broadcast, we are going to be discussing sugar cravings. So, as you guys know, I've been very transparent about my struggles. Hello from the Philippines. Welcome. Kumusta ka? I've been very transparent with you guys about my own struggles with fat loss, my own struggles with just falling off track. And I've been back on track for about 3 weeks. I'm into my 4th week, which is feeling really good. Good morning, Valerie. Hello, hello. One thing that has really been on my mind that I want to talk to you guys about is sugar cravings. Hey, Teresa, good morning. Sugar cravings. And the reason why I really want to talk to you guys about sugar cravings is because I've been experiencing something very crazy when it comes to sugar cravings, and I want to share. So, who here watching this broadcast struggles with sugar cravings? Meaning, hello from South Africa. Hello, hello. Hi, Sarah. Good morning. Meaning, you almost feel like there's a part of your appetite that is just drawing you to sweets to the point that it's not even a conscious choice. It's like your body needs it. Your body needs it, wants it, has to have it, and you almost feel ravenous. And it actually low-key scares you that you can't stop, if that makes sense. Good morning, good morning. So, I'm talking about legit sugar cravings. I'm not talking about the, I'm in the mood for tiramisu or something like that. I'm talking like you're here and your body is just screaming and raging at you that you need sugar. And the thing I want to talk to you guys about is, do you think that willpower is enough? Because I want to talk about the science behind sugar cravings and what causes it. And Parker Posey, I'm actually going to talk about salt cravings in a separate broadcast because that's something I used to struggle with. And over Christmas, over the holidays, I was in a state of extreme stress. I've been in a state of extreme stress, and when I'm very stressed, I tend to not give a shit. I get to this point when I'm like, you know what? I just can't be bothered with caring, and I allow myself to eat whatever. And for the last few weeks, I've been dialed in. I've been feeling better. And the thing I want to share with you guys that's been so profound for me is the fact that my sugar cravings are gone. My sugar cravings have gone away completely, and I now have complete control of my appetite again. And I cannot tell you guys how liberating it feels to not feel drawn to have something. And a lot of it happens on a biochemical level. So what happens, you guys, is when you eat sugar, excess amounts of sugar, and like, you guys, I have no filter on right now. I'm not sure if you guys can see how much clearer my skin has become. If you've been watching me, I've experienced so much freedom from my cravings, and I want to talk to you guys about the science of a sugar craving. So your body only needs 10% of your total daily calories, your total daily carbohydrate intake from sugar. Sugar is a highly absorbable molecule, right? Pure sugar in its pure form is a glucose molecule. One glucose molecule gets absorbed into your bloodstream very quickly, and when you eat sugar, it causes your blood sugar to spike. And when your blood sugar goes up, because having sugar in your blood is a toxic state. Your body can actually only handle a very, very little amount of sugar flowing through your blood. So when you eat lots of candy, lots of cake, lots of treat, lots of goodies and treats and sweets and that and whatnot, you are creating a toxic condition for your body. And what happens is your blood sugar goes up. So your pancreas gets a signal and says, okay, we have too much sugar in the blood. We need to bring that blood sugar down. So what happens is the pancreas sends out the messenger hormone insulin to shuttle the glucose out of the blood, and it takes that glucose and puts it inside of your cells. So some of you, your cells become resistant to absorbing the glucose, and this is a very big problem. So let's say you just ate a stupid amount of cookies or donuts or just some treats that just some bullshit that you know you shouldn't be eating, right? So you do that, but then your ability to rebound from that inside of your body is going to be based off of how fast how fast insulin can shuttle that glucose inside of your cells. When your body can't do that fast enough, and if your cells are resistant or just a little sluggish to taking that glucose out of your blood, that's a sign or a beginning sign of insulin resistance, which means when your body sends you insulin, which is a gift to take that sugar out of your blood, your cells cannot receive the energy. So what happens? You are starving on a cellular level. A lot of you guys think when you eat food, when you eat sugar, that the messenger, that the receiver of that food is your stomach. How many of you guys think, okay, I eat, it goes to my stomach? No. When you eat, your body needs to be able to take the food that you eat and create usable energy from it. And if you cannot create usable energy from it, all that extra calories cannot stay, the extra sugar cannot stay in your blood. It cannot stay flowing in your blood. So what's going to happen? Your body's like, shit, this is a toxic environment. I need to move it into my cells. But if your insulin and your body's response to that is sluggish, what's going to happen? Your body says, I'm still hungry. I didn't get any energy. Even though you know you just ate a bunch of bullshit, you could have eaten 1,000 calories and your body is still telling you, I'm still hungry, because your body didn't get to experience that energy. Picture we're filling your gas tank. Picture we're filling your gas tank with gasoline, right? And you're putting it in the tank, but picture that gasoline in the tank is not able to reach the engine. So your engine is just like, yo, when are you gonna put gas in this car? Because we do not have fuel to move forward. It's like, picture you're putting gas and gas and gas inside your car, but the check engine light is still on. Or not check engine light, the empty light is still on your dashboard. And your car is like, the hell? When is she gonna feed me? But like, you're like, what the heck? I just put gas in the tank. That disconnect is exactly what insulin resistance looks like. You're filling it up, but your engine in the car is not able to access the gasoline that you just fed. So what happens? Your car still has that gasoline light on. So for you mentally, you still feel hungry. Your body is sending your brain the signal, I'm hungry, feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me. But in your mind, you're like, the hell, I just ate. Why do I still feel hungry? So guys, who experienced this? You just ate something. You just ate a whole lot of something that you probably shouldn't even be eating, right? Because you know it's gonna make you feel sick. But then you're like, I'm still hungry. Why am I still hungry? So what do? You eat more, and then you eat more, and then you eat more, but then you're still hungry. And I think that is the worst feeling to be in. I hate that feeling. You feel completely and entirely out of control. Once that cycle starts, it is so hard to break that cycle. It is a terrible cycle. And the only way to break it, my friends, is you need to shift away from foods that are so high in sugar. You need to stop overloading your body with excess amounts of sugar, that puts your body into overdrive, needing to process it and filter it out, and begin shifting your body over to more complex carbohydrates. You need to be shifting your body over to more proteins, to some healthy fats. And if you haven't given your body a break from all the sugar, and I'm gonna tell you guys, the first 4 days that you take a break from sugar, or just very high processed starches, like the white breads, the simple sugars, you guys, until you start taking a break from that, your body is not going to be able to heal. Because what happens is you eat, but your cells don't receive the energy. And when that happens, you're going to keep feeling hungrier and hungrier. And for those of you who are watching this right now and you're like, Christine, I want to do a diet. I want to eat right. I want to do a meal plan, but I'm so hungry and it drives me crazy. And like my appetite's out of control. My friends, you guys, I was literally, and Sam, the answer is yes. I was literally feeling this way just three weeks ago, just 3 weeks ago, you guys. And within the first 7 days, it was a little bit of a struggle. But after that, you guys, I eat and I stop because I feel full. Which of your plan do you recommend to fight insulin resistance, your pre-diabetic experience? I would encourage you to do the 10-week low carb, high fat protocol. And my friends, this is not a willpower thing. I repeat, this is not a willpower thing. How many of you are mad at yourselves? You are telling yourself, self, you suck. Get it together. Just pass the craving. And you get mad at yourself because you're like, why can I not stop eating? And you beat yourself up and you think that you are not disciplined. You think that you have just no willpower. You begin to feel like a loser. You begin to feel out of control, and that out of control feeling just makes you want to eat more and more and more and more, when really you're actually digging your own grave with your own fork. You're digging your own grave with your own fork. And what I'm here to tell you guys is it's not you. It's not you. And who here, hearing that it's not you, actually feel a little bit better when it comes to that? Hey, Leali, because here's the thing. So many of you think that you're screwing up so bad, you're feeling bad, you're feeling terrible, because you cannot stop that cycle of cravings and you are just dying for help. You don't want to be led by your appetite. You don't want to be out of control, because I got to tell you guys, it is an out of control feeling. Sugar addiction is real. And the reason why sugar addiction is real is because of this. When you eat lots of processed sugars, again, I told you guys, your body only needs 10% of your total carbohydrate intake from sugars. And some of you guys, almost 100% of your carb intake is from sugar. For some of you guys, it's a lot higher than that. So what happens is when you fall into the sugar addiction cycle, you have to break the cycle, and you have to break the cycle on a biochemical level. And here is how you do it. You do it by shifting your calories away from processed sugars. You shift your calories away from refined sugars. You like cakes, donuts, breads, things. Guys, carbohydrates are not bad. I'm going to talk about why carbohydrates are good and whatnot, but you have to move away from foods that are filled with the empty sugars. I want you guys to shift your carbs to like sweet potatoes, oats, like things that are going to absorb slowly in your system, because for most of you, there's a disconnect between when you eat and when your body says, I'm full. And the problem is you are eating sugar, you are eating glucose, but the end user of that glucose is your cells, and that glucose is not able to get to the cells. Like I said earlier, you guys, imagine we're at the gas station. Your car is out of gas. It will not propel forward until you put more gas in the tank. So, okay, you're here at the gas station and you're like, boom, I put gas in the tank, but your gas light is still on. Your car still says I have an empty tank, and you're like, what the heck? Why do why do I have a full tank of gas, but yet my car is still not moving? It's because that gas is not able to get to the engine. For you guys, you're eating. It's making you more tired and feeling out of control. So my friends, we have to shift a higher portion of your calories to proteins. You have to shift more of your calories to good quality fats. You have to shift your calories to real foods. You have, exactly, Ronell, that is precisely what is like. It's like putting diesel in a normal petrol vehicle while running off the wrong fuel. And you guys, we have to move away from refined sugars. They are toxic. It is a poison to your body. And since I started cutting out the bullshit, you guys, we all go through phases through the holidays at different points in our life where we eat more and whatnot. But the thing is, when you're allowing yourself to eat more, is it you making that conscious choice that like, hey, I want to enjoy this food, this is something I'm looking forward to? Or is it a mindless, powerless, you feel like you just can't stop eating, and then before you know it, you ate all this shit and you feel gross and you still don't even feel satisfied, but like, you know, you shouldn't eat anymore because you just ate a bunch of stuff. Like, that is the worst feeling ever. And if you are on this, if you're in that cycle, if you're in that, what I want you guys to do is you have to, number one, drop your refined sugar intake to 10% of your total carbs per day. Number two, you want to boost your protein intake. Number three, you want to drive that fiber intake up. You want to bring that fiber intake up to at least 25 grams, maybe even 30 grams of fiber per day. If you haven't been eating healthy, you want to add leafy greens with your meals, you guys. And here's my disclaimer. It will be hard for the first 4 days. You will need some legit willpower, but what I'm telling you guys is you need to biochemically reprogram your body by shifting the foods you feed yourself. After 4 days, I guarantee you will feel better, because I think in order for you guys to be successful with fat loss and weight loss, the number one thing you want to do, get those cravings under control. Even if you're only eating at maintenance calories until you do so, you have to change the chemistry of your body to get those cravings under control. You got to break that sugar cycle, because like I said, when your cells become insulin resistant, how do you measure 10% of sugars? What's an example? So if your daily total carbohydrate intake is 100 grams of carbs per day, 10 grams should be from sugar. You love your desserts. So here's the thing, Stephanie, everybody, guys, if you are struggling with sugar cravings, it's not really willpower, it's chemistry. It's your body's chemistry. Your body is telling you, I need this, because your cells are still hungry. Your cells have zero fuel to get your body moving in the way it needs to be moving. So that's not going to change until you make a conscious choice to shift the biochemistry of what you feed yourself. And so many of you guys are falling victim to these cravings. And what I want you guys to know is you have the power, you have the control, you have to shift the way your body is experiencing this. And the thing I need you guys to know, I need you guys to understand truly is, all the willpower in the world, if you're feeding yourself lots and lots and lots of sugar, and when I say sugar, I don't mean literal table sugar. There's a lot of foods that have refined sugars. If you're in that cycle, it doesn't matter how much, you are going to be hungry. And that cycle is not going to end until you choose to shift the biochemistry of what you feed yourself. So if you guys want to solve this problem, so if your body, until you're hungry, shift to healthy foods instead of refined sugar foods, the answer is yes, but for the most part, I eat healthy whole foods. You still crave something sweet after a meal. The thing is that for the most part is that's a loaded thing. If you guys want to solve this problem, I strongly encourage you guys to follow a detailed meal plan. And the reason for this is because you're going to need some very specific guidance to get through the hump. Most of you guys will get over the hump in 1 week alone. If this is you, I strongly urge you guys to go with my Paleo meal plan, my 6-week shred Paleo edition. That's probably going to be one of the best ones for overcoming this. Also, yeah, the Paleo one is going to be the best. And I can paste the link. You guys can go on my website, gagegirltraining.com, and type the word Paleo. Go with the Paleo shred. It will change your life and break you from that sugar addiction, because I would encourage you guys to do that. And then after that, you can do some like custom macros, and you can we can get you on a program where you're dialing things in. But who here watching this right now feels like they need, a jump start to just slice those cravings down because you feel out of control? Our 6-week shredded paleo meal plan is actually, it's $149.99. It is a detailed 6-week guide that teaches you everything you want to know exactly. It's an instant download, so you can go to the website right now, download it, print it, and start following it immediately, my friends. Is vegetarian paleo possible? The answer is yes. You're probably going to be eating some more eggs, and probably more fish, depends on if you're open to seafood. Now, I strongly urge you guys, visit gagegirltraining.com, look up my Paleo 6-week shred. That's going to be the best way to knock these sugar cravings down. Now that I have my sugar cravings under control, you guys, I can't tell you how free I feel. Like, I'm able to eat and feel full and feel like my brain can experience the signal that says I'm full, and I can just not feel the need to eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. Because guys, I gotta tell you, under normal circumstances, I have good morning, Jess. Under normal circumstances, I have an appetite. I am a girl that can eat. I can eat. And now that I've tweaked the biochemistry of what I'm feeding myself, I've strongly limited. And you guys, one thing that I've done, and you guys are gonna think this is crazy, I've actually cut back my rice intake. You cannot print. Is there any way GGT would print it and snail mail it to me? We don't offer printing services, but once you purchase your program, what you can do is you can go online and have it printed at your local Staples. What do I do when other people bring sugar in the house? Unfortunately, that's a tough one. It's gonna have to be a conversation you have with others. I think that for those of you who truly want to shift your body's chemistry to be free from sugar cravings, and I'm telling you guys, you can experience this in as little as 4 to 7 days. You will feel 10 times better. Anna, the other thing is you also have to drink plenty of water. Add lots of leafy greens with every meal, you guys. But my Paleo Shred is going to be the best place for you guys to start, the absolute best place. And the reason I want you guys to start with Paleo and not keto is because keto is going to cut all of your carbs out, and it's a little too aggressive for most. It takes a very big commitment. I find that a paleo way of eating is actually much more sustainable because it allows you to have some carbohydrates, it allows you to have better quality foods. I personally, and I want to share this with you guys, I've cut back my rice intake in the last 3 weeks. I've only had rice 2 times in the last 3 weeks, and I've shifted my carbs to more sweet potatoes, more red potatoes, white potatoes. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but I have moved away from rice. It's something that I needed to do for me right now to just get my appetite under control. Normally, under normal circumstances, I can eat rice all the time, a modest portion, and I'm fine. But my body right now really needed this. Like, I needed a biochemical reset to get my body away from craving carbs so much. Now, I have my calories set around 1500, but you guys, I have to be honest with you, because I've got my cravings under control so much, there have been some days that like I've probably only eaten 1300 calories because I'm so full off of all the vegetables I've been eating, all the greens, that like I'm not gonna force myself to eat beyond what my body needs. But if you're at a place where you're struggling and struggling and struggling, and at every meal you want to eat more and more and more, you guys, we got to get it under control. We have to dial in that nutrition. And I've personally been following a more paleo way of eating. We have to, you got to drink the water, but you have to change the chemistry of what you feed yourself. So that being said, I'm going to continue to talk more about sugar cravings. Another thing I've been experiencing is a drastic reduction in my salt intake. That's a whole nother topic. Like, we will definitely talk about salt because I don't even want to open the can of worms because I got so much to say about salt. So I want to keep it on topic. Now, before I sign off, do we have questions specifically about sugar cravings, specifically about what plan you should follow, and specifically how to get started? So Peter says you made a decision to have a plan. Very good. Yes, paleo is very wonderful. That not paleo, like paleo is no set macronutrients of it's not a set macronutrient ratio. So examples of a paleo meal, paleo is staying away from processed sugars. Jess, I think it could benefit you. I definitely think it could benefit you. It's staying away from processed sugars. It's staying away from gluten, grains, dairy, soy, and legumes, right? So have I been 100% on that? No. But I've been minimizing my dairy. I've been minimizing my gluten. I've been minimizing my grains and getting more of my carbohydrates from complex sources. You're paleo-ish, rice and beets, but I think it could benefit from eating all that. Here's the thing, Jay Hill, I encourage you guys to, I took a mini break from rice. Rice isn't bad, but for me, taking a mini break from rice, I've had rice maybe 2 times a week. Is this a plan available in the Philippines? The answer is yes. Paleo foods, for instance, a breakfast would be, like I'm about to make some breakfast after this. I've been eating salmon with arugula and potatoes. You could do bacon, eggs, some roasted potatoes, and some greens. A lunch would be maybe some chicken or salmon with some potatoes and veggies. Same for dinner. It's very healthy. It's very easy to follow. You were looking for a monk fruit or fiber supplement that happens to be sweet. Actually, one thing I encourage you, rice is not bad, you guys. Rice is not bad, but for me, I needed to shift my body to things that absorb a little bit slower in my system because rice has a very high glycemic index. It's not bad. It's not bad, guys. Energy is not bad. I just needed to temporarily shift my body biochemically to allow my cravings to subside, And now that it's under control, I'm going to begin including it more once in a while, but it's not going to be, I'm moving away from making rice my main carb because it's serving me right now. And you guys know I love rice, but what I love more is not feeling out of control. What I love more is being able to eat, feel full, and not feel the need that I got to keep eating, because that feeling drives me insane. I hate feeling out of control. If you guys need some help with meal prep, you guys, I strongly urge all of you guys, let's start in the middle of the road. My 6-week paleo shred is a very, very, very wonderful plan, and it's going to tell you exactly what to do. And for those of you guys who need to know exactly what to do, it's going to help you tremendously. So that being said, check that out. Go to my website, gagegirltraining.com. You can click the 6-week shred button, or you can just type paleo in the search and you'll find the paleo shred. The other thing, do you guys have any other questions? I'm sorry. I know there were other questions here. Somebody asked, are there any sugar substitutes available that don't trigger this? And I wanted to talk about that. So my collagen peptides in chocolate and vanilla have a very, very high quality, top shelf, the best quality purity stevia in there as possible, with very, very high quality flavoring in there that is very low in sugar. So if you do have that desire for a little bit of sweetness, I encourage you to go with my chocolate or vanilla collagen peptides. After the 6-week paleo, do you recommend to get a customized meal plan? The answer is yes. So after paleo, go on a customized meal plan or start doing flexible dieting. I think that for those of you who really need the training wheels on, who need to know exactly what to do, and if you stick to the paleo plan, you will do really well on a custom plan after. Are fruits good sugar? Now, fruits you have to be careful with. Fruit you need to be careful with because some of them are higher sugar than others, and it's not bad. No, oatmeal is wonderful, Melissa. Oatmeal is wonderful. You can definitely have oatmeal. Now, oats is technically a grain or gluten, and there is gluten-free oats as well that you can have. So you definitely need to look into that, but oatmeal is definitely a go. It's definitely a go. I give it 2 thumbs up. Feel free to eat oatmeal. It is good. I just don't want everybody going crazy cutting your carbs. I want you to shift the type of carbs you're eating so you can do that biochemical reset, you guys, because the chemistry works. The science works, you guys. If you continue to feed yourself high levels of refined carbs, over 10% of your carb intake for the day, you're gonna be in this loop. You're gonna be in this whirl. It's not going to end. It's not gonna end. Fruits that are gonna be better for you is gonna be more like berries, low sugar fruit, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries. Apples are okay. But if you need that reset, if you need to really shift because your cravings are out of control, I'm telling you guys, keep the sugar low, keep that lower, and then yes. Now, paleo alone will not help you lose weight, but if you are following a detailed paleo shred like my plan for fat loss with dialed in portions and macros, that will help you lose weight, because just cutting dairy, just cutting rice, just cutting those things, that's not going to help you lose weight. You still have to count your calories. You still have to be eating sensible portions. So what I want you guys to do is go on a plan so that way you know exactly what portions you can eat. And what I gotta tell you guys is $150 for this meal plan is nothing compared to that freeing feeling of not always wanting to eat shit all the time. Because if I was struggling, you guys, I would tell you guys, but like, I'm here to witness to you guys and tell you that I feel so much better, and I despise that feeling. Sugar alcohols, don't go near them, my friends. Please just stay away from sugar alcohols. I'm not gonna go on a long rant and tirade about sugar alcohols right now, but my answer to sugar alcohols is just don't. Just don't. I'll get into it in another video or something, but that being said, do we have any other questions that I can address? I got like a few more moments here before I gotta go do stuff. Sometimes it gets hard because it's expensive because some of the ingredients. The thing is though, Renelle, your health, your mental well-being, your physical well-being is the most important thing you will invest in at the end of the day. Nobody thinks twice about the cost of a lot of things that don't serve you. This is going to serve you at the highest level. If you're fueling your body with the wrong ingredients, you are going to jack up your biochemistry, which is going to send your body into a hormonal shitstorm, which is going to keep you craving sugar and keeping you unable to control your appetite. No matter how much willpower you have, your brain and your hormones are still sending your body those signals: eat, 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 eat. And if any of you watching this are sick and tired of feeling constantly compelled to eat when you know you ate, and you know, like, junk is cheaper than the healthy stuff, I totally understand. But you know why junk is cheaper? It's cheap. You guys, it's cheap. It's not the good shit. It's not the good shit. The cheap shit is always cheap. Like, if something is that cheap, you gotta really question what you're eating. You gotta really question what you're eating if they're giving it to you that low a cost. Because I'm telling you guys, it is so important for you to control you are the quality control manager of your body. You are the quality control manager of your body. So if shifting the biochemistry of your body to more protein, higher quality fats, less processed carbs, more veggies. For vegetarians, I actually have a vegetarian shred program that will really help you reset those. So you can check out that program. That would be better for you. You guys, your health is priceless. Your health is priceless. And more often than not, we don't pay attention. Yet we have, is it the vegan one? No, we have a vegetarian one, Anna. There's a specific vegetarian shred, not a vegan one. So that being said, my friends, I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. If you feel that you have very, very, very specific food preferences and tolerance, just go on a custom plan. How long will it take us to control our sugar craving and go back to eating sugar without overeating? So Daisy, for me, I got back into control in 4 to 7 days, and I continued with it because it makes me feel better. But I think for most of you guys, you're gonna need a minimum of 3 weeks. Obviously, you're gonna see the most progress if you do it for 6 weeks, but I would say you're gonna feel better in 4 to 7. You are gonna feel completely under control in about 3 weeks. And then after that, you guys, if you really wanna focus on weight loss and all that kind of stuff, go for 6 weeks. But the thing is, it becomes easier. It becomes easier because your body's not craving sugar. So guys, that's all I have time for today. I'm going to drop the link below in the comment section where you guys can find the Paleo Shred. And I just hope you guys have a blessed day. And if you have any questions, let me know. Peace out, friends.